Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Hello everyone, what is going on? Welcome to mini readings with Gobind. I am Jai. And this is your channel for grace. And I'm excited to be here with you guys. Excited to do these readings, but even more excited to do the August giveaway, which we didn't get to do for the full moon ceremony, but we're going to do it today. So if you have signed up for a reading for any of the mini readings for the month of August, your name is in this jar, and what you are going to win is actually a 30-minute recorded tarot reading from me. So you'll get to send me your questions, and then I'll record the reading for you and then send it over to you. So this is actually one of the things that I offer on my website, 30-minute readings. So I'm excited about that. How's everyone doing? Hello, Melanie. Hello, Rebecca. Hello, Christina, Chanel, another Rebecca, and Belinda. Yes, you made it. It's so exciting. It's been, let's see, how's the week been? I'm trying to think of how have I been doing this week. I think there's been a lot of kind of up and down energy. I feel like that's just been kind of the theme. A lot of up and down, up and down, up and down. And we are getting ready for the Mars retrograde, which we will talk about next week. But this Mars retrograde is going to be pretty intense because it's going to be lasting all the way through to November 14th. And it's, to be honest, I don't think it's going to feel like a very good transit. It's going to feel like things are going to slow down a lot. It is the fall, and it's kind of like, well, you know, in the fall, things do kind of slow down a little bit. But at the same time, it's going to be like extra heavy because of the squares to Saturn and Pluto and Jupiter that Mars is making. So there's a lot of kind of craziness there for sure. Oh, thank you, Belinda. I appreciate that. It's a very long retrograde, and it only happens every 2 years or so. So we're talking something that is rare and then extra rare because Mars is in its home sign of Aries. So all of those things are creating just like a lot of, obviously everything we've been seeing in the world this year is, the astrology has really predicted a lot of it. I'm really excited, you guys, because the next couple of episodes, if you haven't yet subscribed to my podcast, which was recent, hey, William, I started it. It's on Apple Podcasts. It's on Google Podcasts. It's on pretty much all podcast streaming platforms. It's called Channel for Grace Uncut Podcast. And the next couple of episodes that we have planned for you guys are going to be, I'm really excited about one of them specifically, but both of them are going to be pretty awesome. If you've ever heard of the transit called the Uranus opposition, we're going to do an episode on that, me and my friend. And also me and my other friend, who is also an astrologer, we are going to be recording an episode. And she has, every time there's an election, she always gets ready by doing these predictions, right? She like tries to predict the election based off of the astrology. And the last election, she actually predicted it correctly. And so she was really excited about that. So I asked her if she would be willing to do an episode on what she has discovered in the astrology based off her predictions. And she said yes. So I'm really excited for that episode to be coming out too. Hey, Wendy, thanks for coming in. So the way that the mini readings work today is you get on the list by sending me $25 to my PayPal. And the link is in the description of the video. But I just wanted to share the podcast thing with you guys because I'm so excited about the next 2 episodes. And if you haven't heard the first 4 episodes, they're pretty amazing. I've shared a lot about my life so far. And I did an awesome conversation with K Moon, who also has a YouTube channel. And I also did an episode to actually tell you what your healing journey is for 2020 based off of your sun, moon, and rising. So all those things are there on the podcast for you to check out. The last podcast was great if you're interested in the link. Yes, thank you, Rebecca, for posting that up. And thank you, Wendy, too, for moderating. Hi, Chloe. Okay, have a good night. The other thing, if you haven't gotten a chance to watch the webinar, the Fall 2020 webinar, that we did that last week. I can't believe it's already been more than a week since we did it. But that webinar is, I cover the astrology for the rest of 2020, and I give you insight into where the major aspects are happening in your chart based off of your sun, moon, and rising. And we've added, to these mini readings, I've added the progressed chart reading so we can look at your progressed chart as well if you would like to tonight. So the options for readings are you can do tarot or oracle. You can do, which actually I'm going to use just oracle cards tonight. I'm going to do similar readings that I did for the full moon ceremony, which I thought was a blast. And you're welcome. We are also going to, you can also choose from a basic birth chart reading, or a transit reading, or a progress chart reading, or you could have me do compatibility between you and another person. It doesn't have to be a romantic thing. Like sometimes you'd be like, I kind of want to see what's up with the relationship with my mom or whatever, or with my sister. And so we can actually put those 2 charts together and see, like, do you guys get along? But mostly the compatibility or the synastry readings, as they're called, are usually for like couples and romantic relationships. And I believe those are all the options. I know someone got on the list, so I'm going to go check the PayPal, and we're going to get ready to do this giveaway and see who's going to win this 30-minute recorded tarot reading. Chanel says, I got my necklace today. Jai, it's beautiful. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm so happy that you love it. I just sent another one off today too. In case you didn't know too, I guess I should mention that as well, that I make these really cute Zodiac necklaces and I sell them on my Etsy shop, and they're personalized. So you have to tell me what your sun sign is, your moon sign, and your rising and your Venus sign. And I make the necklace with, it's a stamped necklace with all those signs on them. You can see the picture in my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description to get to the Etsy shop. But they have, I'm wearing mine. Okay, I'm wearing mine right now. And this is it. You can either choose from gold filled, or you can choose from sterling silver. And it's got these 2 little bars that are stamped, and the gold one has 2 little hearts on it. And it also includes the stone of your birth month. So I'm pearl because it's June, but I love gold filled stuff. So like I always go for gold filled stuff. But you can also do the silver, and it's been really nice to make those and know that people are like loving personalized stuff is the best. But yeah, if you're interested, go check out my Etsy shop for that. So we've got Rebecca on the list, and we've also got Belinda on the list as well. So if you want to get on the list, go ahead and do so. There's plenty of room. We just got 2 people so far. And let's do this giveaway. You guys ready? I know they don't. I know the pictures don't. I tried to take some better pictures with a better camera. And I think they came out a little bit better, like a better quality pictures. But you're right. It's hard to take good pictures of this necklace. All right, so here we go. All the names are in here. We're just going to go ahead and go for it. Who is winning this free 30-minute recorded tarot reading? Who actually needs it the most? Let's see. Okay, here we go. So we've got Chrisabel Ovalis. I'm probably butchering that name. Oh, here we go. Chrisabel Ovalis or Ovalis. Anyways, if you are here in the chat or watching the video, let us know, Chrisabel. And if you're not, I will be messaging you because I have your information from, or at least your PayPal email from the moment that you signed up. So I will be contacting you. Congratulations, Chrisabel. Yes, so Chrisabel is winning the 30-minute recorded reading because she signed up for a reading for the month of August. And when you sign up for a reading every month, I do a giveaway, and that's one of the funnest parts of these mini readings. So, hoorah! Very awesome, you guys. Yeah, the mermaid walla was pretty bad, eh? I should make another one of those. Yay! Okay, so let us go ahead and begin with Rebecca. I should let you guys know, since you're here, if you're here watching this live or the replay, if you have not signed up for my email list, please make sure you do. When you sign up for my email list, you actually receive the free moon astrology guide, which gives you information about what your psychic gifts are based off of your moon sign. And then I send out a moon magic report every week on Wednesday, and I tell you the astrology for the week in relationship to the moon and what the moon is doing. And the moon really rules our emotions, and so I feel like it flows all the time. So when we know what sign the moon is in and what aspects it's making to other planets, it can really help us navigate through the week emotionally. I love looking at the moon. So make sure that you do that as well. And also, we are definitely going to do a module, the next module for Aquarian astrology this month, closer to the end of the month, but I just want to give you guys a heads up. I'm going to be setting all that up. I'm excited. We are going to be talking about the planet Mercury, and because Mercury is the first planet, so far we've done the fundamentals of astrology. That's module 1. Then we have the sun in astrology, and then we have the moon in astrology. That's module 1, 2, and 3. They're available, and they're only $33 per module. So if you want to learn astrology, it's a really good way to do it. The 4th module, though, begins with the planet that actually has the ability to go retrograde. So the sun and the moon don't go retrograde, but starting with Mercury, we will see retrogrades. So that is a topic that we haven't talked about yet, but we will be incorporating into this module because that is the next planet. We're going in order, in case you didn't notice, in order of like the zodiac and the way that the astrology works. So I'm excited about that. So what we're going to do, Rebecca, is I'm using my goddess cards today. And I am also using the Avalon cards, as well as I got these really cool matte Matt Kahn cards, and these are beautiful messages of inspirational messages. So we're going to be using these, and I will be pulling, I think, 4 of each to see the energies and kind of like where the story kind of unfolds. If you are wanting to do a tarot reading, that's what we're going to be doing. So let's see, Rebecca's question. I'd love a reading on the connection between Derek and me. Friends for 4 months, and it is blossoming into more. What is coming? I love this question. All right. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, teachers, for being here with us tonight. I would like to ask help clearing the energy of these cards that we're going to be using, as well as my energy, so I can be that open channel for the wisdom, the grace, the messages to flow through to everyone that is receiving a message, both tarot, oracle, and astrological message as well. All right, let's get started. So what does Rebecca need to know? What is about the connection between Derek and her? What is coming in their new relationship? I love these cards. I feel like I'm not gonna stop using them. My friend, I didn't buy these cards, and it's always nice when you get gifts like that. My friend Shannon, actually, who's one of the moderators, I don't think she's here in the chat, but she actually gave me these cards, and I have just recently fallen in love with them. And I was making fun of them because of the back of the cards just look really funny to me. And the first time I ever saw these cards, I was like, that looks like a fire crotch. But now I'm like, I love these cards, and I am so excited for them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 4 goddess cards, and then we're going to pull an accompaniment for each of the cards. So while I'm pulling the accompanying cards, I'm going to tell you what we have here in front of us. And each goddess brings a meaning and a theme to your life, and to the question that you asked. And then the accompanying cards, add more of a flavor to it. So you've got White Buffalo Calf Woman. That's the first card you get. Diana is the second card, Goddess Diana. Dakini is the next one, and the fourth one is Saraswati. And accompanying White Buffalo Calf Woman is Merlin, the Merlin. Accompanying Diana is the card of Trust. Accompanying Dakini is, the card of Joy. I love that. And accompanying Saraswati. What's accompanying Saraswati? Hello, welcome in. There's plenty of room if you want to get a reading tonight. The cow. Okay. All right. So, White Buffalo Calf Woman. White Buffalo Calf Woman. Let's show you the picture. The White Buffalo Calf Woman. The story of the White Buffalo Calf Woman is that she's a prophecy bringer. She's known to have come down from the stars to give the Native Americans, the natives of here, North America, the prophecies and their ceremonies as well. So they have like the 7 sacred rites or the 7 sacred ceremonies in the Native American tradition. And the White Buffalo Calf Woman is said to have brought these ceremonies to them. And so what the White Buffalo Calf Woman represents, she also brought the peace pipe. So, and that's one of the, you can look back into tradition, and even among enemies, when the peace pipe came out, right? Everyone could be in the same teepee, in the same ceremony, in the same space, and there was peace. And that's how powerful that peace pipe was. And the peace pipe is about integrity. It's about living, like walking the talk. It's not all people, not everyone, it has the capability in their culture to be a peace pipe carrier. You have to be you have to embody that sacredness and that divinity yourself. If there's any part of you that is not sacred, right? If you're not walking the talk, then that means that you're not worthy of it. right? So it's that kind of, it's that sacred that you have to really be worthy of it. But what she brings, the message that she brings is like, it's a sacredness, right? So what I feel with this is like, this relationship, I think is kind of, I think you're in a place, Rebecca, that you can be in your integrity, and you can be in your own sacredness as a woman, as a divine being, and that feels amazing for you, that you can be in your truth, in your own sacredness, and walk this, the sacred path, the sacred way, and be in this relationship. And I think it's maybe what I'm feeling is like, it's kind of pushing you to really step up your game in terms of who you are and what you represent. This is also using your heart as a compass. So knowing where to go next by listening to your heart. And it's also about the path of love leading to true abundance. And so I feel so much love in this relationship that is building up. And accompanying, White Buffalo Calf Woman is Merlin. And Merlin, we know Merlin, he's like this epic alchemist, wizard, and he does bring in justice and balance and magic. I mean, Merlin, like, dude, Merlin. Okay. So I also see sacred feminine, sacred masculine coming together as one, right? Because these two beings, for me, they work together. The magic works together, and really you need two magical beings, right, coming together and living in their integrity to really make a relationship flourish and last, and be supportive and respectful. So I feel that in your relationship. The next card we get is Diana. And she is the queen of the wilderness. So she's like kind of this wild energy. She's connected to the natural world. She does vibrate the frequency of love. And it's something that is it's natural. So this is what's coming next is it's flowing in its kind of natural progression, because the accompanying card with Diana is the card of trust. So trust, right? So it's natural when you have these two sacred beings that naturally in their element, in their natural element, they learn to trust. They learn powerful trust. Guess what? His Mars conjuncts my Venus. Get out. That is crazy. So the next card we get, and this is the progression of the relationship, because this is the question that you asked. It's like, what's coming next? Well, it's solid. Like, I feel a lot of solid energy. Dakini is the next card you get. She is the enlightened feminine, right? So this is, again, the sacred divine feminine energy comes into the presence of the reading. And this is about trusting your intuition. This is about trusting your gut feelings and knowing that your gut instinct is wise beyond reason. It is also about trusting your intuition to guide you. And so I think that in essence, and then you get the card of joy that comes with this. So it's when you trust your intuition about this relationship, more joy will come into your life. And the culmination is Saraswati, the goddess of self-knowledge. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly. So we come back to like, I know who I am. I think this relationship is helping you to really stand your ground, to really find yourself, and you feel comfortable. The most important thing is that you feel like there's an energy that is matching your integrity, and that's why you feel comfortable and you feel like you can be yourself. And so there's an effortlessness that comes with it. And then the cow is about nourishment, abundance, asking and receiving. So what I think of when I think of the cow, and it's really interesting that, Saraswati is a Hindu goddess. So from India, right? This tradition comes from India, and the cow in India is sacred. Like, they don't kill cows. They're not like in the US where like, let's not go there. But they don't, the cow in India is sacred, and the cows like walk around, like the streets, and like no one bothers them. And they're that sacred that they like, it's also like, to me, it's like, it's abundance. Like, because again, sacredness, right? The cow is sacred, and she comes with the Hindu goddess Saraswati. I see nothing but beautiful things here for you, Rebecca, with this relationship. Like I'm just like, wow. Every single one of these like I feel expansion energy. I like trust is such a beautiful energy for a relationship. Being in your power, right? Divine masculine, divine feminine coming together, feeling joy, and then the abundance come. Literally, it's like you guys have come together, right? This is you two together. You're learning how to trust each other. That trust is bringing you joy, and that joy is literally bringing you abundance, and that's the flow of the relationship. We're both so grounding and calming to each other, and he loves your kid, of course. I love that. Oh my God, I love that. That's the best. So we're going to do one more from the Matt Con. These are the Matt Con cards, which are really cool. So one more kind of word of encouragement for Rebecca. Yeah, I absolutely love these cards. They make, doing readings in this way, it becomes really like it's natural for me. I feel like this is a really natural process. Makes it the messages flow a lot more clearly for me with these cards, so I feel like they're going to become like a regular thing. All right, so you get, oh, I love this, liberating love. I don't know how well you're going to see this card, but liberating love. I allow myself to receive all the fulfillment I'm willing to give. So it's like that give and take energy showing up once again. Sorry, my nose is like really itchy, like there's a hair on it or something. But this is about giving and receiving and being and letting it all happen. So thank you, Rebecca. That was an awesome reading. And now you're entered to win for September. Yeah, it was amazing. So next we have Belinda. I'm gonna actually check the PayPal as well too. It has been literally so hot here lately. It's like, oh God, I need more water. Somebody give me more water. And it's not even that hot. It's just there's a energy. You know what I mean? Okay, let me check PayPal real quick, and then we'll get right to Belinda's question. So next is William. And there's plenty of room, you guys, if you want a reading. My question is, when is the right time to begin creating my Earth Wisdom School and healing my sister programs, and which is a priority? The best time to begin is when I arrive in Arizona. No, I'm totally kidding. Totally kidding. Okay, so when is the right time to begin creating my Earth Wisdom School and healing my sister programs? And which one is a priority? Okay, Wisdom School or sister programs, and when is the right time to begin creating it? I was totally kidding. I just being silly. All right, so we've got Joan of Arc and Mirabai. Oh, wow. So the Ariadne is the other one. And these names are really kind of foreign to me too. So like, I'm sorry if I'm butchering names in other languages. I really do apologize. But I can't do anything about that. I do my best. And Sappho is the last one. So Joan of Arc is she's the warrior of light. Mirabai is the saint of true freedom. Ariadne is the mistress of the labyrinth, and Sappho is the poetess. So who is going to accompany? The cat is with accompanying Joan of Arc on your journey. Who's accompanying Mirabai? The bard is accompanying. Wow, music came through in two of these cards. Musical instruments. The dog is with the mistress of the labyrinth, and with the poetess, let's see who is going to accompany her. The swan. All right, so let's see what we get. Joan of Arc is the first card. Now, Joan of Arc is like, she's the warrior. Yeah, if we know anything about Joan of Arc, if you know anything, or if you don't know anything, you don't really need to know her story to know that she was a badass. Like, she did not. I mean, she was really young too when she like went into battle. And so what she represents is courage, is divine feminine courage. Beautiful. So divine feminine courage, being a warrior of the light, having faith in yourself is also about Joan of Arc. And it's also about having protection from the angels. Now, the cat is independence, and it's about having healthy boundaries. So what I'm seeing here is, I feel like this is your energy. I feel like these first two cards represent your energy. You're very independent. You have healthy boundaries. You have this strength to you. Now, I think that it's in trusting that strength that you will be able to put forth the gifts that you have to give to the world, especially to that sacred divine feminine energy. But I feel like your strength, like your inner strength, and that being that warrior of the light and that energy gives you that power to really be in your own essence as you are giving of yourself or sharing your gifts with the world. So let's see what else comes through with the next cards. That's the first thing I see. Mirabai is the saint of true freedom. Love is what sets you free. And it's about literally being, this energy of being married to your own soul. And the bard, and I can show you this card, and the bard it's about music, it's about poetry, it's about myth, it's about history, it's the enchantment of storytelling. So this is interesting because what I'm feeling from these cards is that it's giving me insight into what needs to be, what is going to be included in these programs. That's kind of what's coming through, is that whatever your message is, it has to come through music, through poetry, through myth, through telling stories. This also tells me that this could be a really good time for you to write down your story of the unfolding, right, of these two amazing programs. And in the writing down of the stories and your, everything that your vision, right? It's like writing down your vision of them will help you determine which one you need to put your energy more into. But I also feel like this is a very personal and inspiring thing. And maybe even by, you said you play the flute, maybe even by you yourself, like being around music or listening to music or playing music, doing that as some kind of meditation is where you'll receive the answers that come through as to, the exact timing. Let's see what else comes through. Ariadne is the princess of the labyrinth, and she says, my soul knows the way, and the only way out is through. So she says the only way out is through. So I feel like there's something that you're needing to go through. There's some kind of journey that you're needing to encompass or pass through that will help you receive the answers that you're looking for. Now, the dog, you're writing a book? Okay, awesome. The dog is loyalty, sincerity, and unconditional love. So I think that and it's about commitment, loyalty, right? I think you just need to commit. I think this is about committing to your soul's path. And honestly, there's no better time than right now to commit to your spiritual path. The dog to me says this is something that it's part of your mission. It's like it brings you the ability to really be in your center while you do this, and to trust your intuition as you move forward with any plans that you get. Let me show you the last card, and then I'll look at them a little bit more and see about what the message is about the timing exactly. Sappho, the poetess, she is obviously about art. Okay, she's obviously about art. So I love every inch of my body, is what she says, and I love the women in my life fiercely. I love that. And she is accompanied by the swan, who is about transformation and trusting the psychic gifts. You know the message that I'm getting? I think you know the answer. That like almost every single card, right, that we see here is about your own strength, finding your way to freedom through truth, trusting that you're like, this is definitely a mission for you. This is something that is definitely a mission. And then the sacred feminine comes up. And so to me, what I'm feeling a strong feminine energy here, especially with the poetess card. I love the women in my life fiercely. And I'm feeling like I'm leaning more towards the sisterhood program, to focus on that as a priority right now, but to almost like have them come together in a way that they can be offered in sort of a similar, like maybe the sisterhood is part of the school, something like that. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was getting. That's the feeling that I was getting, is like they're two of the same. They're two of the same things, but I do feel like the sacred divine feminine energy, because with the strength that you bring to it, like this Joan of Arc energy, and the mission that you have for this, and the loyalty, right, with the dog, the loyalty to the path, and the swan, the trusting your psychic gifts, and the bard, meaning you have the skills, you have the musical skills, the creative skills to make it happen, and then you have this independent energy that comes with the cat. Like, you have what the message is saying is that you have everything right now to get started. Now, if this is something that you have kind of started already and you're just wanting to expand it, I would say the good time to start is now, because, or at least to get prepared for it, because that Mars retrograde season, which will last until November, it's going to be like everybody's going to have to just sit back and be patient, because things are going to be moving slow. So for now, what I would recommend astrologically is that you get yourself ready. You plan it out, whatever it is. You plan the school or the classes or the modules, or you make your book or whatever you're going to use, or your lessons, and you get prepared during this time, and that you actually launch it when Mars goes direct again, or maybe in one of those auspicious days. I don't know if you listened to my webinar, but one of the most auspicious days of 2020, and there aren't that many, is that the solstice. That's a powerful day of the year, where Saturn and Jupiter officially move into Aquarius. And to me, that would be the day, if I was going to launch some kind of program, some kind of thing, that would be the day where I would put a lot of emphasis onto that day, because that's such a powerful day, and it connects us. Not only, it's like an astrological powerful alignment. Now, the other thing, and it really depends, on your astrology and the transits and all of that, but 2021 is going to be much of a lighter energy than 2020. And I feel like at this point, most people are kind of waiting until 2020 is over and be like, okay, second chance is going to be 2021. So I would recommend that you use all your skills, and you definitely include some kind of music aspect and storytelling and myth into your classes, and that you prepare for it. Like you seriously prepare for it. You take the time to get it ready. Exactly. Exactly. So, but I do feel a strong, like that strong divine feminine energy is coming through very strongly. So I feel like that should be the focus. And in terms of timing, like I said, astrologically, there's not that many moments in 2020 that really are like, okay, let's do something new, let's start something new. But this is the next couple of months are going to be important for us to take our time with something that we've already been working on or we've had the idea of for a while. And so now we're like, okay, I'm going to actually get ready to launch, you know? You're welcome. You also have the card of demystifying the darkness. I do feel like there's some kind of obstacle is here. Because this card says, my shadow shows me where my love needs to be sent. There's some kind of, like, something is holding you back too. So there's something that you have to deal with in your own personal life. There's some kind of block. Maybe it's an insecurity that you have about it. You have to deal with that so that you can actually move forward and start to once you release that, that'll be when you need to do this. When you officially let go of that insecurity and step into your strength like Joan of Arc. It does sound cool, doesn't it? All right, William is next, and I will check PayPal real quick, so feel free to put up your question, William. And the list is open, you guys, if you want your reading. All right. What are all the foxes I keep seeing trying to show me? I've also been seeing a lot of skinwalker symbology over the past few months. The fox, if I can tell you from what I know about the fox, it's the sacred feminine. Sometimes when the fox comes around, it means that there's some kind of sacred divine feminine energy coming. But let's see what the cards have to say. And it's cool that we're using the goddess cards. All right, so you've got Lakshmi. Lakshmi's first. Brigid is next. Rita of Cassia. And Thekla. So those are the main names. So Lakshmi, she's the goddess of abundance. And hello. And she is going to be accompanied by the bee, who brings luck, industriousness, and sweet victory. Brigid, the goddess of the eternal flame. So it's like passion, your inner passion, your creativity, your life force, that sacred divine feminine energy is accompanied, and it doesn't mean that you have to be a woman, by birth and rebirth. Rita of Cassia, which is the patroness of impossible causes, is going to be accompanied by the disruption card. And then Thekla, the prophecies of true power, is accompanied by the dog. So Lakshmi, the first message that we get is that there's some kind of sweet victory, abundance coming your way. Wealth inside a job is what Lakshmi says. And the bee brings in luck, industriousness, and sweet victory. So I'm the first message we get, it says this has something to do with either your job or your career or your work, and good luck coming in that aspect of your life. Now, Brigid is the goddess of the internal flame. So the internal flame is like that creative life force energy that lives within you, that when you activate it, when you use it, it helps you to create new things. Of course, that beautiful eternal flame leads to birth and rebirth, and that is the card that accompanies Brigid on this journey. So what's happening is like the abundance is coming, and it is something new that is birthing. It's either birthing from you or birthing in your life, and it's bringing in this like beautiful abundant energy. And I mean, I do feel like it's financial abundance, so that sounds like exciting to me. Rita of Cassia, the patroness of impossible causes, something that you didn't thought was possible is going to be happening, because this is about miracles. This is about the fact that your prayers create powerful channels of positivity. So I would recommend that you be careful what you say, be careful what you wish for, those kind of things. Always walk in sacred space, always walk with prayer. And miracles happen when we also least expect them. And the disruption card says that, to me, this isn't a negative. You would think a disruption is a negative thing, but sometimes disruptions are very important. So this miracle that's going to be happening in your life is going to feel like a disruption, but it's actually going to be here because it is a miracle that is coming true, something that you've prayed for that is actually coming alive. And the culmination of the energy culminates in Thekla, which is the prophetess of true power. She calls in her power back from all times and all places, and she says, I am my own person. And then she becomes fully loyal to herself, fully loyal and sincere, and with unconditional love to herself. So this is what I'm saying. There's abundance coming your way. It's something that's going to feel like a rebirth. It has to do with job, career, those kind of things. It's going to feel like there's a disruption in your life, but the disruption is actually going to cause you to step into your power. And let's see what the Matcon cards have to say. So it's actually a cool, really cool energy. Oh, you also get liberating love. I allow myself to receive all the fulfillment I'm willing to give. I do understand this card for you as it's commitment time. So if you want this sort of miracle to come to life, if you want to step into this sort of new birth, rebirth, you have to commit to a new path. You have to commit to your creativity. You have to commit to that sacred power that comes from within. And once you do that, you will see like the unfolding of the miracles in your life. And that's what we get for you. So hopefully that gave you a little bit of a insight into the messages. The list is still open, you guys. I think there's no one after William, if you do want to get on the list and get a reading for tonight. And remember, when you do sign up, you get entered to win a something. I do a giveaway once a month, and today Chrisabel, I don't know if you're watching or not, but Chrisabel won a 30-minute recorded reading. So freaking awesome. Okay, my PayPal's like taking its sweet time. Okay, it's updated. Awesome. Yeah, you're welcome. So if you do want to get a reading, it's $25 sent to my PayPal. You guys want to see these like really fun glasses that I got? I got to show them to you because they're too cool. What do you think? They're just for fun. They're not really sunglasses. but they're shaped like hearts. And I couldn't help myself. And these Avalon cards are just amazing. I'm going to pull one of the Avalon cards for everybody here. Freaking love these glasses. Okay, we'll do a little reading for everybody, and if then nobody gets on the list, then we can end the broadcast. Nice. I will be back. When's the next broadcast? Well, we'll be uploading a video on Monday, and that's the weekly video. I'm going to be talking about Mars retrograde in that video, and I think it's going to be like a special edition where I talk about it in a longer version. So look out for that. Oh, get out! After all that shuffling, birth and rebirth. You know what? This makes sense. We are really all going through a birth and a rebirth right now. We're all going through like that crazy womb energy. And it's kind of, we feel like we're in the darkness and we don't know what's kind of coming next or what's happening next. So it's a dark time, but that dark time opens you up for like some beautiful things. How much for a song? Hey, Stacy. Depends on what song. I was just kidding. What song would you want to hear? You haven't been, have you? I don't know if you've been, well, I haven't seen you in the chat in a long time, but sometimes people, they watch the videos and they don't actually go into the chats. I'm like that. Like I watch videos all the time live and I don't ever say anything in the chat. I don't know why. I'm like incognito or something. I love these glasses, you guys. These are the best. They have all kinds of different colors. And the truth is that these glasses are like, they're not really orange. They're pink, but they kind of look orange on the screen, but they're not. They're pink. Dealer's choice. They do make everything look pink, though. I was like, the clouds are pink. Oh, no, they're not. Okay, if you guys, oh, actually, I just realized that my guitar is put away. I had to put it away today to make room, and I was vacuuming, so it's in the other room, and I'm not gonna go get it. So sorry, guys, no music tonight. Hi, Diane. But if anybody just came in and you sign up for a reading in the next like minute or so, we'll keep going. Otherwise, I'm gonna end the broadcast. But Chrisabel, if you're watching this replay, I'm gonna contact you about rain check. I'm going to contact you. You click the PayPal link in the description and you send $25 about winning because Chrisabel won. Yes, you do. You do, Diane. If you want to get on the list, just go for it. Thanks, Wendy, for posting that on there. Super. You would be the next reading because we don't have anybody. We already did all the readings for today. But you would be the next one, literally. And if you do sign up for a reading, you get entered to win a giveaway, which I'll do at the end of September. Oh, thanks, Rebecca. That's right. I still have the GoFundMe page if you want to help me bring my album to reality. To manifestation. Oh, thanks, William. Then you can donate to the GoFundMe page, and all of the proceeds from that will go towards the making of the album. And I am really excited because one of my plans is to really start working on it during this Mars retrograde. This is a project, and the album is a project that I have been, pretty much in the process of for like years. But now becoming more serious and knowing that the energy is going to slow down for everybody, it seems to me like the best time to hunker down and just get all the music done. It's like, if we're going to be quarantined again, might as well go at it, right? Yeah, thanks, Wendy. So are you going to get a reading, Diane? Let me know. How have you been doing, William? Feel like we haven't, chatted in a while. Yes. Did you guys know? I just got an email, so I think that might be her. Yes, that's it. Did you guys know? Okay, awesome, Diane. Let's get you on the list. So feel free to put up your question whenever you're ready. I am going to create a free guide that is it's going to go out first to people that sign up for the special book that me and my friend are creating, an astrology and Celtic guide for the year 2021. And I will be creating a free guide to help you read your own natal chart, like a quick guide. Okay, awesome. So that's actually pretty exciting. I can't wait for that. Let me switch glasses. Back to my blue light glasses. All right, let's see. General messages for Diane. General messages for Diane. Oh, you're going to love these cards. Oh, wow. That's awesome. All right, so Teresa of Avila is the first card that you get. She was actually a pretty awesome lady. Wrote a powerful book called, I can't remember what the name of the book is, but she's accompanied by the Lady of the Lake. And I'll tell you what this all means. In a second. We also have Hestia. Will someone post in the chat for her to move her little cursor all the way to the end so she's watching live? If somebody can just tell Diane to make sure that she moves the cursor to the end so she's on time. Hestia is the goddess of sanctuary, and she is accompanied by the dog. We've got Dakini, the enlightened feminine. She is accompanied by the Risk card, and then Khadija, the mother of believers, is accompanied by the Raven. Ooh, so Teresa of Avila, I know a little bit about Teresa of Avila because, hi Rosie, because I read a lot of Caroline Myss books, and she talks a lot about Teresa of Avila. Now, um, also, sorry, I got distracted for a second there, but basically, Teresa of Avila, she was a nun. She was a nun in Spain. And I think she was during the time of like the Inquisition or something like that. And so okay, awesome. So she basically wrote about these like the seven mansions. I think it was Seven Mansions of the Soul. And I can't remember what her book was called. I know that Caroline Myss's book is called Entering the Castle. But Teresa of Avila, I gotta find it. I'm sorry, I can't live with myself unless I find the name of the book. Teresa Avila book. What's the name of her book? There's a very powerful... What is it? Oh, she wrote a book called Interior Castle. I think her book is called The Interior Castle. And Caroline Myss wrote books about her book, The Interior Castle. She's actually considered a saint now. Interior Castle, yeah. So Caroline Myss explains the book Interior Castle. So and the reason I'm bringing this up, because it's actually significant, but she talks about the soul. Okay, so she talks about that there's these levels of enlightenment or these levels of consciousness. And in her book, basically what she's pointing to is that there is divinity within each and every one of us. And that divinity, because she had to hide that message in her book, and she had to literally say in her book, well, who am I? I'm just a nun. And, what do I know? These are, but she literally had visions. She had mystical visions about the soul and about God and divinity and how God lives within each and every one of us. But of course, she was a nun, and that was like completely not accepted because God is out there. God is not here, right? For the church. So, or at least in the ancient times. I know there's, the churches have changed a lot, and I know that there is a lot more acceptance of like the divinity of the human being, but there is this thing where like in tradition, God is outside of you. But Teresa of Avila was the first of those, mystic. She was a mystic, and she wrote about it as a Catholic nun, which was like, somehow she hid behind the veil of like, I don't, she would make claims like, I don't matter. So what I say doesn't matter, but I just wrote this book, which is epic. You know what I mean? And so she holds this energy of like the truth coming through you. Truth coming through you in the form of divinity. Trusting the answers within you. That's what this is about. She wants you to know that the presence of love is real in your life. And then the Lady of the Lake, which is absolute truth, which is courage, which is self-respect and responsibility. This is powerful energy that is showing up here as the first two cards for you. So this is a hey Don, this is an activation of your own inner power and are trusting yourself, trusting your own wisdom. Now Hestia is the next goddess that comes through. She's the goddess of sanctuary. So she says, no matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. So epic and so beautiful that Teresa of Avila writes about the soul and the seven mansions of this. She says the soul is like this interior castle. and they have 7 mansions, right? And then Caroline Myss goes, well, let's enter into the mansions, and she does like meditations and stuff about the mansions. But now this next card, Hestia, is like, no matter where I am home. Like, this is your soul coming through. This is a message from your soul, and your soul is saying it's time to take a risk. It's time to take a risk in your life. You are the Dakini. The word Dakini literally means the enlightened feminine. You need to trust your gut instinct, because your gut instinct is wise beyond reason. And you have to trust your intuition to guide you through life. But there is a risk that you need to take right now, and that's the message. You also get Khadija, the mother of believers. You need to believe in yourself. You need to have faith, and that whatever it is that you're trying to move forward with your life is going to work, because you are spiritually and financially abundant. And that is a belief that you need to have for yourself, that you provide heaven and earth for yourself. All of these cards point towards divinity is in me. And the minute I know that, and the minute I trust that, I am like the most powerful. I am in my power. I trust myself. And then what happens when we do that? What happens when we do that is we get the raven, right? Then the magic appears in our lives. The magic, the coincidences, the synchronistic events. Magic is here. And you will awaken your magic when you realize your divinity and your power and your own strength. And that is what your message is. And dang, I love these cards. These are cool cards, you guys. These are turning into my favorite ever. So let's do one more from the Matt Kahn cards. And you get... Ooh. Oh, thank you. Sharing shame. When I share my deepest pain, I give myself permission to be. When I share my deepest pain, I give myself permission to be. Wow. Wow. Oh, you're welcome, Rebecca. That book is really good. The Fixed Star books is like, it's simple. Simple, and it's like one of the coolest reference guides that I think I found on the Fixed Stars. I mean, I have a couple of other books on the Fixed Stars, and they're like heavy and thick, and they're like, oh my God, I feel like I'm getting a doctorate program here. But that book is like simple and fun to read. And he does all these cool case studies at the end, which are really cool too. Thank you, Rebecca. Did I miss a comment? Yeah, I totally did miss that. Natal chart. So Diane, I just did a tarot reading for you. Are you cool with that? Because that was pretty powerful. Somehow the message wanted to come through the tarot cards. Oh my God, that's so freaking funny. So let's just go with that. Did you... God, I'm so confused now. How did I miss that? How did I do that whole reading and then you didn't say anything? No, nobody said anything. Oh my God, that's hilarious. So I'm gonna say that, I think your angels really wanted to come through the cards. I mean, that was a powerful reading. I totally just did an entire reading. So Diane, are you like, I wonder if she's delayed. Can you actually, sorry, we'll figure this out. It's not a big deal. Well, okay, so I missed the part that said natal chart because I assumed that you wanted tarot because when I read your words that said, what do my angels want to know? I just, my brain automatically went to tarot and I started pulling cards for you. And the reading that I got for you was actually really powerful. It was really powerful. So I think that we should stick with that, if you don't mind. Definitely from your angels. And it was really talking about your soul and your connection to your soul and like what, you know, what the energies is right now. And that there's, you know, there's something coming up that you have to trust. You have to trust yourself about. So I feel like if you're okay with that, that we could leave it at that and you could watch, you know, watch the replay once the replay comes up. I don't even know what happened, but like it happened. That was so crazy. I have no idea what just happened, Diane. But somehow there was a reading that came out and it got lost in the universe. Oh, too crazy. She's probably listening to the reading now. She's probably like, what's going on? Oh my. That was an amazing reading, wasn't it? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It was like, it didn't, right? Okay. So, but it was an epic reading. How did you totally miss it? That is so strange. It was like hidden. You have to go find it. Now that's a message in itself. It's like hidden and you have to go find it. That's part of the message. We love you too, Diane. I'm sorry about that confusion. I really like my brain automatically went to tarot because you said the word angels. Normally I don't hear, I don't think of angels speaking through the astrology, but they could. They definitely could. For me, the astrology readings are more like the factual evidence. You know what I mean? The angel readings or messages from the angels you most likely would get from the cards more than anything else. Yeah, I was amazed at that reading. An enigma wrapped in a mystery. Now, you could like back it up, and I'll see if I can, once this video is over, I'll see if I can do a little timestamp for you so you can, in the comments, you can at least know. Or if somebody can put a timestamp and put a comment on the video right now and check how long we've been live, that's where the timestamp is. Well, anyways, if you know YouTube, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's true too, Wendy. But thank you. I think you're gonna really like the message, Diane, and it's definitely there. It's definitely there. So if anyone else would like a reading, let me know. Otherwise, we will shut her down. And technology has been pretty crazy lately. And when you're live streaming, it's like, it's difficult to, you know what I mean? It's kind of challenging when you're live streaming to get everything perfectly, you know? Because live streaming is like, you know, it's reliable to a certain point and then certain things can happen. But I had a blast, you guys. I had a really good time tonight. Thank you, everybody that got a reading. I've been so enjoying doing readings with these cards. I will be back on Monday. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell because I'm going to be uploading videos too instead of just going live or premiering them too. And you only get notifications if you hit the notification bell. Otherwise, you may not see my videos that come out when they do. So if you're subscribed, make sure the notification bell is clicked and you hit all notifications. And I'll see you guys on Monday for that daily video. And it's kind of nice because we get a little bit of a break, right? At least from the intense moons, the new and the full moons. We're in between a full moon and a new moon, and the next new moon is a Virgo moon. And after that moon, I think is when we're going to do the module 4. Module 4. I'm so excited about that. I'll be letting you guys know soon how you can sign up for that. But those of you guys that have taken one of the modules before, you can definitely, you probably already know where to find it because you have your login and password. I love you guys. I had so much fun tonight. Thank you for hanging out with me. And I will see you again very, very soon. Satnam, you guys.